I'm surprised that they are that similar.
Step into a Slim Jim.
I don't know if you and I can be friends.
Welcome to Bourbon Idiots, the podcast that's just a snobby talk to tell you straight. This stuff is worth the time and money, bringing you good conversation and better bourbon. I'm Jeremy, that's Phil.
Yep.
Today we're doing a blind tasting of Two Wellers and Buffalo Trace Kosher Wheat. How you doing, Phil?
Good. This is going to be tricky because I wasn't a special fan.
I am worried.
And then the last time we did it, I picked the special reserve out of the rest.
Yep.
Like being better. You know?
What about 4 and 5? Or are these interchangeable?
Yeah, they're 107's last.
Wow.
I'm sorry. 12 year was your favorite, right?
Yep, it's still in my top 5 or 6. Maybe even my top 3.
And the kosher wheat's unique in its own right.
Yeah.
So we can go into that later, but
well, no, let's do it right now. Let's get ready. They're all Buffalo Trace products, so you can say Buffalo Trace or Sazerac. Sazerac owns the larger umbrella of all those things, like H. Taylor and Blanton, exactly. Stag, all those. They're all owned by Sazerac, but these 3 specifically. So they're all wheated, with Buffalo Trace being a wheated kosher wheat. They're all about the same proof. We've got 90 proof, well, okay, for the audio listeners, sorry. The Weller Special Reserve, the green label, is 90 proof. The Weller 12, the black label, is also 90 proof. Kosher wheat's 94. So they're really close in that sense. But then when you start talking about the price, this is where we get a little different. The green label Weller Special Reserve retails for about $25. You should not pay a secondary on this. Yeah, you should not. It's if you see it on the shelf for $25, grab it. I mean, maybe a secondary for $50, but like, do not jump through hoops for the green label Weller. Weller 12, the black label, is retail for about $40 to $50, depending on, because they just raised their prices recently after the flood. So depending on if a retailer has adjusted, or MSRP is between $40 and $50. Secondary on Weller 12 is between $150 and $250. It's dumb. When you jump into the kosher wheat, this is where things get weird. The MSRP listed on the website for kosher wheat is $40. I've never seen it on a shelf for $40. Even when
40 or 50? No.
No. When I find it in our local big box retailer, Binny's, that doesn't really, I mean, I don't want to say they price gouge, but maybe they'll go like 5-10 higher. It's never cheaper than like 80 or 90.
Yeah.
So to say MSRP on this is 40, I've never seen it for 40. I've seen it for like 80 for sure. But the secondary on the kosher wheat is way less than the 12. Like the secondary on the kosher wheat is maybe 150-ish. I've never, that's a high end.
Yeah, but I think, not putting down Weller 12. I like Weller 12, but the kosher wheat is more wheat.
I think the kosher wheat's going to be the sleeper.
Yeah, it's going to be the sweeter version of the two.
Sweeter, but also the like the sleeper of when people see it on the shelf, they dismiss it because it still says BT. I think these are essentially all the same juice, just different ages.
Well, and being kosher, it's got a certain thing that
they jump
criteria
through,
that it has to meet to be kosher.
But as far as age, like Weller 12 obviously is 12. Special Reserve doesn't have an age statement, so it's probably like 2 to 4. Kosher wheat also doesn't have an age statement, but like Phil said, I'm going to read off the back of the bottle. Buffalo Trace Distillery produced this wheat recipe bourbon in partnership with the Chicago Rabbinical Council, or CRC, made with the same high quality grains as W.L. Weller bourbon whiskey. So they say right on it, this is the same as Weller. This kosher spirit was aged in specifically designed kosher barrels. Although not kosher for Passover, in order to avoid issues of Jewish ownership over Passover, these barrels were sold to a non-Jewish executive in a ceremony witnessed by a representative from the CRC, aged, also it says right on here, 7 years. After aging for 7 years, this wheat recipe bourbon was bottled at 94 proof. It goes on more about the kosher aspect of it, and then hints of fruit and vanilla. So, okay, it says right on here 7 years, probably aged longer, more than the Special Reserve, but less than the 12, obviously.
Right.
Both wheated, and it says right on here this is Weller. So higher retail because of probably the more stuff they had to do to be kosher, but under the radar. So that's why we're going to do.
Wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people that I spoke to, like in the liquor store, hey, have you ever? No, I never tried that. Why not? Well, because it's Buffalo Trace and
Right.
you can find it. You know what I mean? Like, why would I spend this much money for this Buffalo Kosher when I can get regular Buffalo Trace for what, $28-$30 a bottle?
Yeah. The normal BT, 28.30 for sure.
Yeah.
Phil's right.
And when they see Weller, they're going after the Weller. So yeah, like you said, this is a sleeper. This kosher wheat is a sleeper.
Mm-hmm. And they do a kosher rye too, which I've never had. But there are two Buffalo Trace koshers. Yeah, there's the kosher wheat and the kosher rye. We're gonna do this like you can buy. I've seen other YouTube channels like you can buy a blind kit. So let's say you're by yourself, you're introverted, you don't want to whatever, and you want to do a blind tasting yourself. They sell these kits. You don't need a kit. We just have masking tape on the bottom of these glasses, and I'm just gonna write. Get back to the mic here. Sorry for the. I'm just gonna write from the handle, starting at the left. 1, 2, 3, on each of these. Now, if you're like by yourself, you're doing this for one person, it's a little easier. With us being two, and us wanting to taste the same things at the same time, it's gonna get it a little bit tricky. But I'm gonna again go 1, 2, 3. When I put the tape on these, I put a little tail, so you're not like. When I flip them over now to fill them. When we peel them later, the tail's going to help. So now...
Yeah, we don't have to dump the...
Exactly. You don't have to upend the glass later on to figure out what you're doing. So if you got mask tape, painter's tape, you can do this yourself. So I've got them labeled 1, 2, 3 from the handle, left to right. And I'm going to note... Okay, so let's say I'm going to do 1 is the SR. SR, Special Reserve. 2 is going to be... I'm just going in order as we have them here on the table. Is the 12. And then 3 is going to be the kosher. I'm going to say K for kosher. So the Special Reserve is a neck 4. Let's fill those up a little bit. And try to keep... Whoa, did you see that spit straight out?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell was that?
And did you notice that the Buffalo Trace bottles are like these? The neck is almost the same.
Oh, they're exactly
like the Weller. The kosher wheat's a little narrower.
Yeah.
But still that kind of contour. Like another bubble.
As I'm pouring the Special Reserve in the 12.
And the regular Buffalo Trace is a straight neck, I think.
I'm pulling one out from under the bar here.
Oh no, it's a bubble neck.
It's got a little bit of a bubble to it too as well. Not as it's like right between. It's less than the Weller, but more than the kosher.
Well, it's a shorter bottle.
Well, I mean, yes, it is shorter.
Yeah, but of those three, the neck for the kosher wheat is a little skinnier than the regular Weller.
Yeah. Okay, so kosher wheat's number 3. So the Special Reserve and the 12 are both screw caps. The kosher is it's not it is a real cork. It's not even plastic. Oh man, all the colors are really similar.
Yeah, I think it's getting darker as it goes.
I don't know. Special Reserve and the 12 is really... All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix them up. But like try to do the same. My eyes? I don't know if you want to.
Oh.
I'm not memorizing. And I'm doing the same thing on each flight board so that when Phil and I taste them, we're going to go in order.
Yeah, I can't keep track.
I'm not, yeah.
Yeah.
You want to go too?
No, I trust it. I lost track.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah.
I couldn't tell you which one's number 1, which one's number 2.
Okay, so...
Even going by the color, like when I was watching you pour and looking at the color, now that you mixed them up a little bit, they're
I don't
more
know.
similar than I thought when you were pouring them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know what's what anymore. Let's go opposite of the handle. Let's start with the furthest. Okay.
So glass number 3.
Well, third, yeah. I mean, not
number 3 like on the tasting, but glass number 3.
So the last time when we did our Pappy blind, in our brains we associated the best one should be the most expensive one. Poor man's Pappy versus real Pappy. We're like, okay, the real Pappy should be the best tasting one because it's the most expensive. These are all about the same price. It's actually a question of availability. Like, you're more likely to find the kosher wheat than the Wellers on the shelf. So the first one, yeah, this is definitely like a wheated nose. You get like sweetness, but not like hit you over the head sweetness. Like a Smarties, or I mean, to some people like a Red Bull. That's definitely a unique kind of sweetness to it on the nose.
So what I did is on my paper I wrote glass 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
I figured 1 would be closest to the handle, because initially that's where number 1 was, right?
Yep.
Then I put the number, which would be the number on the bottom of the glass after we're done.
Okay.
And then I got a column for notes. So we're drinking glass 3, which is furthest from the handle.
Yes. And I'm going to just do left, middle, right. So my right would be your 3.
Right.
I think I took a bad sip. That was not a good.
Try again.
Yeah.
It's like playing a video game. You got more than one life.
Well, I have more than one pipe, and I think it went down the wrong pipe. All right. What? You know what? I'm just going to palate cleanse. I got my olives. All right, and I'm not going to finish it because I think I'm going to go back to it.
Yeah. I'm going to write notes, but
Yeah, the nose is not crazy. I mean, it's a typical wheated nose, I would think, like I said. It's definitely smooth. So this one, the far right, I'm not getting a lot.
Look, I wrote down my notes are so far mild, sweet, oaky.
Oh, you get
Like
it.
it's got a mild flavor, sweetness to it, and oaky. Like I can taste the tannins, the oakiness, the earthiness.
Okay, yeah, in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
I got but it's really smooth.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to make a presumption yet because it's only the first one we've done so far. Interesting. Okay, so next would be my middle glass, or what you're calling number 2.
Okay.
I'm not getting as much of, like, I'm having a hard time finding the nose on this. Like, the first one had a light nose, but this one is definitely a weaker. A slight sweetness up front. Maple leaf? What the hell is that? Wow, just sweet all the way through. Like, I'm not getting any oak or tannins on this.
Right.
Just general, like, sweetness. I don't want to taint Phil's ideas.
No, that's why I'm writing my little notes and not making comments. But yeah, like you said, the nose isn't heavy on anything.
Like, it's similar to the first one, but there are differences.
And part of me wanted to say it was a lower proof,
Everything is lower.
but and then I get like the inhale where it's like, well, maybe not.
Gotcha. This is my right cup. No, left cup. Sorry, left cup. Or what Phil was going to call number 1. What is that? Like a lighter fluid. What the fuck?
Lighter fluid?
I swear to God. That is not... Hold on. I need to recenter my... Like, that was not a good nose.
So the audience can't see me, but I'm punching you in the nose.
Watch the video version to see me get assaulted. Okay, that...
Better?
Yeah. I swear to God, I got like a lighter
it
fluid.
did have a initially, like, then I twirled the glass and it went away.
Again, we're drinking. These are neat. We're not pouring with ice or anything. After I got past, like, okay, I did say lighter fluid, but this is a pleasant nose. It is sweet again because I mean they're all wheated on the nose, but there's something else that's just it's nice. This one has a different finish.
Yeah, I wrote it down already, and I'll wait for you to get done writing before I comment. Obviously,
I'll go for it because
I got a floral.
Yeah, there is a floral note to this one.
Yeah, like
It's not a clean finish.
no, it's sweet from the wheat. The aroma I'm still kind of like stuck on.
Yeah,
Because I'm like giving it a second guess because the first guess wasn't appealing.
I agree with
And it's like
I got like a lighter fluid. God, I hate to say my wife is right. Like lighter fluid, paint thinner.
yeah,
Sweet, yeah. There's a sweetness. There's like a floral note. If you breathe in, like you can force like a nutty, but not really. Maybe slightly fruity. But
yeah.
like,
I don't get like an oak statement.
no,
Like
I don't get woody.
being aged in a barrel. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't get the age statement out of this, like the earthy, oaky.
No tannins.
Yeah,
It's like slight
I'm
fruity.
stuck on the floral.
I'm confused.
I don't want to put this, and I'm not saying it because of a comment that was made. Like your one boy said, oh, the guy that calls everybody brother.
Yeah, Jacob said that.
Yeah. So I grew up with the Hogan era. Like,
Oh yeah,
step into my
Hulk
Slim
Hogan.
Jim. He's the one that started that.
Well, wait, wait, hold on. You just Slim Jim is Randy Savage,
Right.
and then brother is Hulk Hogan.
Right.
Yeah.
And him and Hogan were together. So like Randy Savage. So I'll even say that sometimes something pops up and like Rebecca and I are together and I'll say, oh, step into a Slim Jim. Right. And she's like, how old are you? I said, I don't know. But anyway.
Hogan just passed away. Did you see that?
The comment was made and whatever. But I'm a believer that if you have good friends, you're like family. So then you're the brother.
Okay,
I mean,
I got you.
Call you brother, call Jeremy brother,
Jeremy.
and I call Randy brother. And when Randy and Rob and I are together, I'll say, hey, brother.
Yeah, I'm going back to the first one, the far right for me, number 1 for Phil. Okay. Yeah. Wait, hold on a second. Did I just get anise? There's no.
I don't know if you and I can be friends.
I'm getting a dark licorice note from this one now. Farthest from the handle.
From the handle.
Yeah. Okay. I like Sambuca. I don't know why after going to all 3, I got like a dark licorice note on that. Okay, I think I'm ready.
Well, so we're putting on our notes, guessing what they were.
Well, that's what I'm doing because I don't want to go back through and taste them. Well, I mean, not that I don't want to finish them, but
so like the furthest, the one we were just talking about, your glass.
Yeah, the furthest from the hand. So my far right, what you're calling number 3.
I didn't get like a very oakiness like the tannins.
Yeah,
the longer in the barrel,
exactly,
the more oaking tannins you get.
Right. So you would
but
think
it's very mild. It's very sweet.
Which is also what's accompanied with being in a barrel longer. You get things kind of mellow out.
Right.
For that reason, I think this is the 12, the far right. And for the fact that maybe subliminally I'm speaking to myself like 12 is in my top 5 and I'm an anise, like I like anise and I'm getting like an anise type note. I think this is the 12. On the far right, you're number 3. And then going the other way.
My notes say smooth age old.
Yeah, because smoothness comes with age. So I think that's the 12.
Yeah, I got the 12.
I think the middle one, the number 2, is the special reserve for the fact of it's just weak. It's like nothing. It's not offensive in any way. Like you could tell it's a weeded, but it's not matured.
That's when I picked 2, special reserve.
Mm-hmm.
It's smooth, it's sweet, but I got young in my notes. Like it's.
Yeah. And I put, weak age, sweet start, no oak, which you got, which leaves the last one to be the kosher, which is like like we were saying, the floral, like a slight fruit. It's not bad in any way, but it's definitely different from the other 2. And to me, if these are Weller Buffalo Trace on the label, even though the back of the Buffalo Trace Kosher Wheat label says it's Weller, if one of these is not like the other, this one is definitely not like the other.
Yeah.
And if they went through different processes and whatnot and where it was aged, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's got floral notes that the other 2 don't have.
Floral. And then with that, floral that fades to like a fruitiness, but not like a overly like strawberries. Like you're not
right.
Yeah.
Like I don't taste plums or prunes or whatever you want to call it. Like cherries, I don't smell any of that.
I agree. I think it's when you combine the floral with the wheat sweetness, your brain kind of goes to like a fruit, but not like any specific fruit. It's like an indiscriminate. So I think the far left, which is your number 1, to me, oh my God, I guess I'm burping, is a kosher wheat, which is not bad, but tasting them head to head.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they are that similar.
Yeah.
When you look on a shelf, you see Weller and you see kosher wheat.
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo Trace Kosher Wheat. Most people go after the Weller.
Because of the name.
Right.
Yeah.
So for the hunt, Weller 12 is the hardest to find.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, if I arrange these by order of the hunt, it's Weller 12 is the hardest, Kosher Wheat second, and then Special Reserve is... People overlook it. I think we both agree. We think the far right...
Yeah, we got our numbers right.
We think this is the 12. This is the Special Reserve. This is the kosher. based
Right,
on
from
like,
the handle. The handle
yeah,
is
if
your
the
far
handle
right.
is here.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. So Phil and I both agree. So now we'll peel the tape, see if I mixed them up correctly. Wait, are you going from the handle? Okay.
Yeah, the handle.
Yep. Okay. So I got a 3 on my cup. You got a 3 on your cup?
Oh boy.
Well, on your tape. No, on your tape that you just peeled.
Yeah.
3? I got a 3, and I said that's the kosher. So we were right. That's the kosher wheat.
So number one, yeah, I got
So you
kosher
were-
wheat.
yeah.
The first glass is the handle.
Your first glass is the handle. So there's the kosher wheat. We were both correct on that. The next one, the middle one, my tape says a number 1. See if I mixed these up correctly. Number 1. Okay, so I did mix them up correctly. And that was, special reserve, which leaves this to be the Weller 12. So we did it. And to me, the 12 was the more robust experience to me. That
Right.
I got more. It was still smooth for sure. One of my notes is definitely smooth, but like a good nose. You still got woody notes. You still got sweetness.
Yep.
Just a better experience. The middle one, the special reserve. My notes say weak, no oak.
Yeah, like where I would put the oakiness, I got nothing. I put a blank because
Okay.
it's to me, and I even put in my comment area young,
Yeah, for sure.
right? Because it's like it tastes like a whiskey more than a bourbon, so
That's
that
a good
means
way of putting
minimum
it.
2 years.
Yep.
You know, for a bourbon.
So the kosher wheat was the one we were saying like is floral.
Yeah,
And-
I got. I mean, it's smoky, it's sweet, it's smooth, it's
It's not bad.
no,
But it's
it's got a
definitely
floral
different.
note to it.
Yeah.
more so than an oaky note to it
Mm-hmm.
for an age statement. You know.
Which is weird. I don't know how they did that. We nailed it as far as identifying what we thought was each in this lineup. I mean, here on Bourbon Idiots, we don't give scores because we
Wait,
don't do math.
before you do that, I'm putting
Okay.
you on the spot.
All right.
Of the three, which would you prefer? Not knowing what they are.
Not knowing
Think.
what they were, I would still go with the 12. Like the floral and like what kosher wheat does is interesting, but personally, like the flavor notes of the 12 are like when I picked up that anise note, and I'm like more of a dark licorice guy. Yeah, I would still go for the 12. The special reserve wasn't bad, but in this lineup compared to the other two, like it's lacking.
Yeah, I agree with you because the youngness does come out
Yeah,
with the three. Like,
yeah.
that makes sense. You know what I mean? You can tell by
should,
the flavor
yeah.
profile that it's a very young.
Time and time again, time in a barrel is magic.
Yeah.
You just, and for a distiller, time in a barrel, while it's magic, it's also loss.
Because you got the angel's cut.
Yep,
They
evaporation.
suck out. Yep. They
Yep.
suck out the liquor.
And then whatever the devil's cut of what's soaked into the wood. So the longer you have in the barrel, the less yield you have because you lose it to evaporation, you lose it to leakage through the barrel, you lose it to soaking in the wood. But that soaking in the wood is what you need to get the tannins from the oak. So it's
Right.
a double-edged sword. Yeah, for sure. My notes, when you saying young and me saying weak, it's still not bad.
No.
I mean, I think when it's a wheated, that does a lot of the heavy lifting there. $25 retail. I would not pay more than that for the special reserve. So leaving the kosher wheat, which is a higher MSRP but lower secondary, people pass it up. Like you said, it's because it doesn't have the Weller name on the front. It's a different experience.
To me, it has more complexity.
I would agree with that.
There's more
Yeah.
in there as you sip it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Compared to the other two. But as a flavor, like what we would like to drink, I think I agree with you that the 12 beat the other two out.
Yeah, not thinking of like how much I spent or what it's worth or anything. I would go to the 12 on a nightly basis and probably kill that bottle without a second thought.
Right.
Like the kosher wheat, I don't know. Like at the end of the day, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna get a drink.
Yeah, we don't think let's drink floral.
Yeah, like not personally. Like
Yeah.
I don't. And if you are thinking that, I don't think I would think, oh yeah, Buffalo Trace Kosher Wheat. Well, bourbon or whiskey? Whiskey. Well, it's bourbon. It is bourbon. Like when you're thinking floral, you're not thinking bourbon.
No. It's just got a hint of a floral note to it. It's still got some oakiness, smoothness. It's rich, but
And complexity, like you said.
yeah, it just doesn't have that age to it that you come to like with bourbon.
Yeah, interesting. Like we picked them out, and I'm kind of proud of us for doing that based on what we detected on them. I still don't think you should skip out on the Buffalo Trace Kosher Wheat. It's not a Weller, even though it says on the back of the bottle, it's made from the Weller high quality grains. I'm quoting from the back of the bottle.
Yeah, I honestly don't see how they can say it could be a Weller product, but it can't be the same mash bill.
That's where I was going. Like,
is it all the kosher stuff they had to go through, hoops and whatever for the barrel and this and that and the other to get the kosher certification that took away from the bourbon?
And maybe that attributes to the higher MSRP because it's more processed. The more processed you have, the more, But to say like the same high quality grains as Weller does not, like you said, it's not the same mash bill. Like if I say I'm using the same corn as Weller, it's not the same percentage.
Right.
It's still tasty. It's interesting. But yeah, Weller is still in my top 5, 3 maybe. It changes depending on what you ask me.
And all three are good in their own right.
Like I want to jump and say agreed, but like the Special Reserve, I would still skip.
Yeah, but I'm going back to our other episode where the Special Reserve
surprised us.
Beat the 107.
That's true.
To me. You know,
and so the Weller 107 is
higher proof.
It's obviously 107 proof versus 90 proof, higher MSRP, higher secondary. We're just not fans.
Yeah.
So,
But all three very good.
But overall, I was about to say very similar, but the kosher wheat stands out.
Different.
Yeah.
Can't say stands out better, just stands out different.
Thank you. Yes, that's a good way of putting it. It is definitely, when you're tasting them head to head, these are definitely like, the Weller 12 is the older brother of the Special Reserve.
Right.
It's smoothness and oakiness and things like that. The wheat, the kosher wheat is a cousin because it's but you can tell. Yeah. You can definitely tell it's either not treated the same or aged the same or however they do it. Not that it's bad.
Yeah, but that floral got me.
Yeah.
Being floral, I knew that it was different.
Yes.
That's what helped me decide what it was.
Agreed. So I wouldn't call it's not a Weller substitute.
No.
Which is what I was worried about going into this, knowing that like they're the same distiller, same process. Well, not the same process. I take that back. Knowing this is the same distiller, they name Weller on the back of the bottle. That's what I was really worried about because I mean, to be honest with you, when I don't want to crack into my Weller 12 bottle because it's so hard to find, I'm like, oh, I'll have some kosher wheat, and without tasting them head to head, like that will satisfy me. Like, oh, this is still tasty. But now that we've tasted them head to head, now I'm all fucked up.
Right? You coming up here?
Oh, no. Luna bug. Luna's in the episode, everyone.
No.
So there you have it. No scores here. We just wanted to see if we could identify them blind, and I'm proud to say we could. If you have the opportunity, this was fun. This was a lot of fun. That's our blind Weller tasting versus kosher wheat. On paper, very similar.
Yeah.
But when it came to us tasting, it was pretty apparent. We didn't differ on our judgment on it. We were able to pick them out.
Yeah, we got the same tasting notes.
Yeah. So there it is, folks. That's our little fun with the blind tasting here. If you like the podcast, please tell a friend. Word of mouth is fantastic. Give a subscribe. That really helps right now. Give a like, give a comment. We'll respond.
And ring the bell. There you go.
There's the bell. Phil's a big fan of the bell. Any last notes here, sir?
No. Hard to pick which would be the favorite. Like, I mean, they're all similar. Like price point would kind of point me in that direction. How much do I have to spend? When can I get it?
An opportunity. Yeah, opportunity to grab it.
they're all very unique,
Yeah.
but still very smooth, very, very drinkable. I wouldn't mix these, so I'm good.
Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
What you do get, I'm not going to comment about until we're done.
That's the worst episode ever. We're not telling anybody anything.
Yeah, right. The people that can't see us. You
Yeah,
know?
21 minutes in, we're like, yeah, not telling you anything. Nothing to go on. Fuck off.